As we age, the landscape of dating can look quite different, but love and companionship remain important parts of life. Today we have Dr. Nicole Crawford with us. She's with Keep Moving Forward Consulting, joining us to discuss dating in our older years and how seniors can navigate relationships in this stage of life. Dr. Nicole Crawford, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Dating as we age can change,
Yes.
and it does change with technology especially. But with seniors, what can seniors expect to navigate when entering the dating world again?
The first thing that comes to mind is health issues and then social stigma. You know, we don't see, there's a lot of ageism around seniors and dating, so we don't get to see a lot of older adults until the Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette, that dating. And being able to understand that, you know, there are things that might get in the way, but it's still an open market. There are plenty of people out there who are looking for companionship.
That's really what it's all about at the end of the day, is we all want to make a connection, to have those bonds,
Yeah.
whether it's a super serious relationship or a new friendship that's blossoming. But the landscape does seem to always be changing. But what does remain the same is that we want that connection.
Yeah.
And the stigma that you mentioned, perhaps it's also fear of putting themselves out there.
Especially if you lost a partner or you're widowed, you're a widow or widower. What do I do and how do I navigate this? You know, looking at your social circles, looking at other people, using your groups, online, in person, finding the different ways to find people to connect with and being clear about who you are and what you want.
You know, I wonder if that's easier. Do you think it is for seniors to know what they want? You know, because we're always changing in life, but once you've lived a certain amount of time, you know what you're looking for.
And you know who you are. So I believe that as we age, we become older. When you get into the realm of what everybody else terms older adult, you are more secure in who you are, and you're more secure in understanding that I have these things that are positive, these things that are negative about me, and these are the boundaries that I need to set. And if you don't know, this is a good time to figure it out before you start dating someone else, so you know what your expectations are of yourself and somebody else.
That's really important, because when you are clear and you know yourself, I find that it does make those connections easier.
Absolutely.
Because then you're not wasting your time playing games.
Yep.
Can you tell I've been in the dating scene for a little bit? Not a senior, but I know technology does play a role and play a part. And that might be a little daunting for seniors, but it does, in a lot of ways, make the type of connection you want to make in person sort of like the gateway to that happening.
Yes. And using online groups or things like Facebook to reconnect with people that you may not have been in touch with for a while, or finding friends and people with similar interests that you might be able to meet in person eventually, but you can create a friendship online and then bring it into the real world, so to speak. IRL, in real life, that's right.
So those were some good tips, really expanding your social circle to meet people. What are some other tips and perhaps some things to look out for that seniors should think about when they're re-entering the dating pool?
So first, be intentional. Know what your intentions are with this person that you're trying to create some kind of bond with. Is it a friendship? Is it a relationship? Are you looking to be remarried or anything like that? Or do you just want somebody to go have fun with? Setting boundaries and being mindful of how much information you share online at the start. Don't share everything. You don't need somebody to know every single thing about you from the very first conversation. You know, I wouldn't do that when I was younger. Don't do it when you're older. Just be mindful of what you're saying and who you're saying it to. And then talking with other people in your world and your network about it. Hey, I met this person and we've talked on the phone 17 times and I really like them, and I'm thinking about going out on a date. Telling people where you're going, when you're going to do it, making sure you have a backup plan for somebody to keep you safe, and allowing yourself space and time to get to know the person.
You know, you mentioned these shows that are coming out now, The Golden Bachelor, The Golden Bachelorette, and I've definitely am enjoying watching those because it does give you a window into the true connections that you can make when you're in that stage in life and you know who you are and you're not trying to be anything else other than that. And I've noticed, you know, now we get a bird's eye view into this, you know, obviously it's a manufactured situation, but it helps you understand that there are people of every age who just want to connect, who just want to be seen.
Yes, yes. And using those two scenarios as an opportunity to help people know there's going to be things like family, distance, finances that you have to navigate. It doesn't change. You had to navigate those things earlier on. You're still going to have to navigate them. It's just there may be more complications now because you have grown children, they have grown children, or you don't have children and they do, and mixing families at a later age. There might be resentments. You're replacing my mom. Well, no one can ever do that. Or you're replacing my dad. Nobody can ever do that. But just understanding that there might be things that come into play, especially if you have health issues. All of my doctors are here, all of your doctors are there. How do you navigate all of those things? So really being open with your communication.
That's excellent advice. And what a fun conversation, because it is that reminder that love and companionship, there is no age limit on that. We all want that in our life.
Yep, from day one to the last day we want it.
Oh, well, this is some really good advice, Dr. Nicole Crawford. Thank you so much for joining us today to talk about this subject. And if you would like to connect with Dr. Crawford with all that great advice that she has, you can reach her via email at kmfconsults@gmail.com.